This is the biggest kept secret I think I have. Nobody knew about this. I've kept this secret for 16 years. I was addicted to sucking my fingers. It felt like I had to suck my fingers. Like I was literally addicted to it. What's up, pals? Welcome back to the channel. It's Paris Alise and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be doing a video about my 16-year-long addiction that no one knew about. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel to become part of the Pal family, because we are lit over here and we are currently grown. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. We're at 825. Let's get to 1,000. On to the story time. I got some Izzos to eat while we're doing this story time. I had to get some these snacks. Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all story times of the times that I almost got caught sucking my fingers and how I feel like a few people may know. Getting kindergarten, a particular day, my teacher is reading a book or something. She's pregnant. Let's just keep that in mind. Like, I feel like that has something to do with it. She tells me, Paris, take your fingers out your mouth. Like, she literally stops the book and she's like, Paris, take your fingers out of your mouth. Adults have told me, of course, to take my fingers out of my mouth before, right? Not used to adults telling me, take your fingers out of your mouth. But what I would do was, I would take my fingers out of my mouth and then put them right back in my mouth. Because, girl, like, what are you talking about? She sees me again and she's like, Paris, didn't I tell you to take your fingers out of your mouth? And I'm like, yeah. So I take them out again and she's like, no, go pull your card. I kid you not, that's how it happened. Mind you, I'm in kindergarten. I'm freaking 5 years old. She's like, no, I told you to take your fingers out of your mouth. You need to go pull your card. Y'all, I was not the type of kid to be going to pull my card. I was not a problematic child, especially in school. I knew my parents did not play that. I was so upset, bro. Like, I was so mad with this teacher that day. Because why would she make me pull my card for sucking my fingers? Something I have literally been doing since out the womb. Her whole excuse was, oh, it's gonna be germs in the classroom. I got home that day. Of course, my parents are like, why'd you pull your card today? And so I'm like, because she told me to take my fingers out of my mouth and I put my fingers back in my mouth. And they came back to me, told me, oh, well, Paris, you need to take your fingers out of your mouth and don't let it happen again. What the fuck do you mean? I don't think y'all understand. This was not a situation where it's like, I felt like at that moment that I could control. This is not the same situation as like, I'm going around the classroom talking to everybody, or I'm going around the classroom playing, lollygagging, doing stuff like that. This was not that situation. I had my fingers on my mouth, sitting there quiet, like, what is the problem? Fast forward. Hey, this is probably like 2nd grade now. There was this girl who sucked her fingers. Now, again, back in kindergarten, I had got in trouble. So I wasn't pulling my card no more. They weren't about to catch me. I just did not suck my fingers at all at school. But I still suck my fingers at home. I would basically go the whole school day without sucking my fingers. As soon as I get to that house, the bitches is going in immediately. And I think she was newer to the school at that time. She would suck her thumb. Come on, they had other people in the class that sucked their finger. But you just didn't know. Just me. So the kids was on her ass for sucking her fingers. It literally had nothing to do with them. They was just on her ass for sucking her fingers. I couldn't say nothing because I sucked my fingers. Like, I was at home doing this. This was me. So now we in the 3rd grade. I guess you could say a movie day in our class. I can never forget this. We was watching Bill Nye. And y'all know, Bill Nye used to have them hour-long videos. Who about to watch Bill Nye and the lights out for an hour long? I'm taking me a good nap. As we get about, I want to say about 20 minutes into Bill Nye, if you ever used to suck your fingers, this was literally, I had a jacket on, it was even better. If it was just a shirt, I'm literally doing this. Literally doing this. I'm putting this over my mouth. And I'm doing this, and I'm going to sleep. Nobody can see that I'm sucking my fingers, because it looked like, oh, you just trying to pull your arm in so that you're not cold. Whole time I'm pulling my arm in so I can suck my finger. I'm really falling asleep. I woke up and the teacher was like, getting on us for going to sleep, whatever. I hear like a little chatter in the back. First thing I hear is she's sucking her fingers. Yeah, I could have fell down in that fucking chair. I literally turned around and they stopped talking. They make it like, to me, they didn't make it obvious to like, oh, they was talking about me. But they were just like, she was sucking her fingers. I'm like, I was sucking my fingers like, what are you talking about? From that day, I still don't know, but they probably know. This time in middle school, I was sort of big on trying to be a freaking actor. I don't know if it's because I was not a good actor or I just thought it was cool. I got into a group called the Thespian Club, I believe it's called. The only reason really I got into the club was because I heard that they were taking a trip at the end of the year. End of the year rolls around. We're going out of town to Houston and we were staying overnight. We were going to the Renaissance Fair. I believe when I first signed up for the trip, I was supposed to be in a room. One of my friends, at first, for whatever reason, she couldn't go anymore. I ended up having to stay in a room with someone else. Mind you, I didn't really know them for real. I knew them like, I knew of them, but I didn't really know them. Like, I didn't really talk to them or anything like that. Once we get on this trip, I'm on the bus, I'm just doing my normal, pull my freaking arm in my sleeve, pull it up. We good, right? We just sitting on the bus for hours, waiting to get to where we need to get to. When I get to the room, it's a totally different story. Because I can't just pull it up. I'm going to be in a room with other people. Yeah, we had to switch over to the phone because my SD card was not working. I don't know what it is, but I just have a feeling like they know or they knew that I sucked my fingers. And it was like they were going to use this time to like confirm that I sucked my fingers because they were literally in the same room. Obviously, I'm going to suck my fingers at night. Perfect timing. Get to bed. We go to sleep. We wake up in the morning. I don't know. But I just feel like after that night, they had their confirmation. During that time, I was a deep sleeper. So if they would have pulled the covers back just to like take a peek, I would have never knew. Fast forward past that, now we going like 8th grade and going into high school. People will always ask me what happened to my teeth. From sucking my fingers, my teeth literally did this. Look at my fingers, you could still kind of see it. It was way worse than this. It used to be super black and rounded. Literally, that's the part I used to bite on. Like this. So people would ask me, what happened to your teeth? Paris, what happened to your teeth? I guess some people thought too that my teeth were still growing in, like my teeth were late growing in or whatever. I would just go with whatever they said. So if they were like, somebody knocked your teeth out, I would say, yeah. I would literally go with whatever story they had. Or that's just how your teeth are. I would literally go with that story because I didn't want nobody, obviously I didn't want nobody to know that I still suck my fingers. Now we're kind of getting into how I stopped sucking my fingers. I have tried to stop sucking my fingers multiple times, but literally when I would try to stop sucking my fingers, it literally felt like I was gonna be sick, like sitting at home not doing anything, just chilling. Literally felt like I was gonna throw up if I did not suck my fingers. I was literally addicted to it. Parents and other family members have literally done the most with trying to get me to stop sucking my fingers. Like one time they put hot sauce on my fingers. I just licked it off. One time my mom tried to call like the police on me for sucking my fingers. He was like, take your fingers out your mouth. I took them out and put them right back in. I did not care. Came to them fingers. Of course, by the time I get to high school, I'm over it. I'm ready to stop. I can't be doing this. Like, how am I gonna have a boyfriend and I'm sucking my fingers? I really wanted to get braces because I wanted to obviously fix my teeth. I knew I had all these great things coming up in high school, which some of them I never got to do because of fucking COVID. It was toward the end of 9th grade. That's when I was really like, okay, we gotta shut this down because I need to get some braces. My parents weren't getting me braces because I was still sucking my fingers. During this time, I was still doing track and field. I put discus, all that. Every year, they would go to the national AAU meeting. It was a week-long trip. Knew that I would be away from everything that was like kind of keeping me grounded. And my parents weren't going with us this time. Literally just me, my brother going. But we weren't going to be in the same room. This particular time, I was in a room with 2 other girls. I was like, bro, I cannot be in here and I'm about to go to the 10th grade and I'm still sucking my fingers. Literally, soon as I got on the trip, that first night, I just literally took my fingers out of my mouth. I won't lie to y'all. That was probably the hardest night I had to go to sleep. I literally stayed up until about, I want to say it was a good like 3 o'clock in the morning. I literally felt sick. My head was hurting, everything. I literally had to watch YouTube. So that first night was the hardest night. After that, I continued to do it. During that time, my parents were calling to check up on me, telling my mom, I was like, yeah, you can go ahead and get my braces appointment. Like, I just stopped sucking my fingers. This is probably like day 3. This time I was still feeling a little sick, but it definitely was not as bad as that first night. By the time I got back to the house, I was ready to get my fingers back in my mouth immediately. I remembered, I'm like, no, you want to get your braces, you want to do this, you want to do that, you ready to, start stepping your shit up, start stepping the cookie up. I will say, it did take me longer, and I feel like that's probably why I go to sleep later now. But I didn't suck my fingers anymore. Win is a win. Yeah, so then I ended up getting my braces. I still have my braces. That's a whole nother story. I haven't had any urges to like want to put my fingers in my mouth or anything. Here and there, I'll go like this. It doesn't even feel the same anymore. So honestly, my fingers kind of held me back in a way. They kind of held me back in a lot. Fuck your finger. If you were somebody who knew about me sucking my finger, if you were somebody around me and you never knew I sucked my fingers, if you also sucked your fingers, comment down below. That's how I did it. That's how I beat my addiction. I literally did not stop. I believe I was 16, 21 now. 5 years. Hey, sucked my fingers basically all of my life. That's all to the video today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to become part of the Pal family. We are on the road to 1,000. All right. Bye, pals.